I don't know. With a Visage, it seems like a very weak lane.
Okay.
I think you always want to pick like a strong carry like the Ursa Jug. I think they may have actually wanted Jug here. There's a good chance. I think Jug is probably one of the best carries to run with the 5-position Visage from my experience. Otherwise...
What about like a natural diffusal carry?
Against Medusa, I think to burn her mana down quickly. That's what are the options?
Okay.
Not diffusal, but it's the same idea against Medusa. She's tanky, she's going to take a long time to kill, you want to right-click her a bunch.
Said to me, I'm too lazy to move, but I'm going to get out of here, so catch you guys later.
Feel free.
I'm going to sit here and watch a bit.
All right, well, Lumi's going to join us, get some try casting going on as well. All right, actually, we have a possible first blood coming out here, Ryer. He'll fall back in time, though, and now it's actually Nixo Assassin, the one in some trouble. The cast bounce around over to the Bat Rod, and that's a first blood in favor of Mineski.
Probably just going for some last hits with the Rocket Flare. I'd like to see the battery, so I think you can really bully this Visage. If you ever get on top of him, 0 armor, he may just die here.
He's going to be collapsed on from either side. You mentioned 0 armor, but no battery assault, so going to kind of force him to try to run into the Nyx Assassin, but that's not going to work. It's Sexy Bambo. If he lives, you know Mag's going to immediately regret not getting that battery assault, but he does have the Rocket Flare for the finish, and will indeed get the kill in the end. So that's what matters. Middle lane, meanwhile, Medusa is going to be heavily pressured, but with that mana shield up, I think he's going to live. Just a matter of burning as much regen as possible.
They're diving it.
They are going to dive this. Rod, she's going to take a lot of damage. As a result, the Pearl Strike, that's not going to work.
He tried to toggle the aggro mid-gank, like you could see him like turn his head to like attack his teammate, but he just didn't. I think you definitely get cast range. Getting a Yule Scepter and not going cast range is not the way to go.
Top lane, Juggernaut pushing it in comfortably, but maybe needs to be a little uncomfortable here. He's going to start spinning away. The lasso, though, pulls him right back in. The Death Ward is down, doing some damage to Lena, but it's only going to last so long, and now Juggernaut in a horrible spot. That's, what is that, 4 heroes of the 5-ult here to make that kill happen, but that's a core Juggernaut top farm of the game. Going to slow him down a little bit.
Instantly, though, Mushi's going to take the tier 1 mid, knowing he's fully safe here. And it will be a slight consolation. Right, top lane Ryu just dies to birds. That is the power of the Visage. You're one of the few 5-position supports with great solo kill potential and ability to fight back.
Yeah, the cores over here at Mineski are doing fantastic. Obviously, the top 2 net worth in the game. Arc here on the Juggernaut. A Diffusal Blade is actually almost finished to go with the Asha. Nyx, by the way, finds Sand King. This is a big kill if he gets it. He actually has 2,400 gold, so he can purchase it. Oh, he misses the Impel, though. Again, it's not the easiest stun to land, and especially when you're really trying to go for it in cases like that. And now Ninja Boogie's going to be picked off as a result of that. Raj, not going to hit the stun because of the spin coming out from Juggernaut, and they can't stop that, so he'll TP out safely. Will it be the same here for Witch Doctor? Absolutely not. It's going to take a lasso, but they get the kill on him, make it 2-0. And it's all said and done there.
Medusa was farming an ancient stack while that was going on. I think it was like a quad stack, so see Mushi's net worth, it's getting higher and higher, and he's not being slowed down whatsoever, but definitely the map is split in a different direction, where Geek fam control like the top side of the map, and Mineski control this bottom side, at least as far as where most of the heroes have been situated so far, but...
Yeah, if you put actually, he's going in on Sand King with the blink. The last also catches Juggernaut, but the war goes down, and he's going to spin out. He has Omni Slash if they want to look to turn some damage. Mag, meanwhile, picks off the Bat Rider. That Blade Melt assisting with that, but the Soul Assumption nuke from Sexy Bambo finishes the job, and actually gets a mega kill streak to top it all off. Sand King will also catch Nyx Assassin. The ward is nearby, still up, doing a bit of heal, but it's just not going to be enough. Nyx Assassin trying to TP out now, and will not be able to do so. That was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be, but that's 2 kills. He's Lena, the Bloodstone, that much closer as well to being finished. Just about has it. Obviously, she can split up those Arcane Boots for the energy booster right there. So top tier 2 going to be pushed in. Meanwhile, middle lane, though, is going to be gone in as actually Psionics here on Slark, having to pop the Shadow Dance to run away. Death Ward, as a result, not doing too much. Sexy Bambo in the flank. The Epicenter goes off, and they catch Juggernaut. A key kill indeed for Geek fam at the beginning of this fight. And guess who's not here? It is Mushi once again, but he is running over. Now on Medusa, going to farm a little bit, but no, they see Lena, so Lena, that's a prime target. They want her dead, and Lena kind of just running through the death jungle. Ends up going down because the streak stopper in Mushi, that's really more farm because of the bounty kill.
Out during late game, you think, oh, Medusa's way scarier at late game than like the Slark, for example. Even though Slark gets all the Essence Shift, they've got their supports farming. Like Visage late game is incredibly powerful. Nicely blocks the hook with the birds, but is still getting chased down. Yeah, the battery assault stays in range. It's going to temple. Lena's porting it right into a bad spot, though. She's going to get caught on. She did not realize they were there as the cask is bouncing around. Down goes Lena. They're also going to get
Sand King on top of that. Go figure, Visage actually survives throughout all of that. In fact, Slark's going to be stunned by the Stone Gaze. And again, Medusa is so beefy, you are not winning this fight. So not the fight that Geek Fam was hoping for. And has to keep on running. Nice job stunning with the familiar right there. Batrider jumps in. Not enough mana for the lasso, though.
Gets diffused.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. He goes down as well. The jumping in at points, I mean, from the Lina to the Batrider there at the last second. Geek Fam kind of throwing themselves at Mineski here.
Very useful and good at doing that, as we've seen a few times this game.
Can summon some more if need be as well, but they're going to go on Visage somewhat. Not the easiest support to actually kill. Clockwork, Blade Mail's up, but he's taking a lot of damage in that. He'll barely survive, but he actually has a double damage rune on him, so gonna help finish off the Roshan. Familiar's going back in. They want to steal this. Will they be able to? Down goes Mag, actually. The Familiar is helping to finish the job. Juggernaut's running out with barely any life, so Roshan gets slow, but not low enough. But now the Stone Gaze on the multi-shot from Mushi in the midst of it. No one's going to be stoned up just yet, but they get the kill to Sand King. The Omni Slash bounces over to Visage. Can't take him out, though. Beautiful Grave Chill turnaround. Talk about that burst damage. They get the kill on a Juggernaut, but they also lose the Batrider in the process. Back to Roshan. Roshan's still alive, in fact, barely any life, but they want Lina, damn it. They don't want Roshan at this point. Batrider buys back, realizes the fight is still going on. Sark gets the pick off on a Clockwork. Mushi's like, all right, let's finish off Roshan now, or at least attempt to. Batrider force staff over the ledge. Has an buyback on a Juggernaut now used. Lina is going to avoid death, though.
A lot of buybacks being thrown out of this fight. The Clockwork actually died back, but if he buys back, if he can get Aegis for himself, this is definitely fine for him, and it looks like the fight is over for Geek Fam.
Velo. He tried to go for a steal, and okay, force staff will keep him alive. Uso here on the dire side, wrapping around. Very defensive play, though, from Geek Fam currently.
Yep. Feels like they need to build some items to help deal with Medusa, stuff like Heaven's Halberd or something. Anything that can help just take her out of these fights.
Tier 3 tower, maybe get it and go for shrines. We'll see what they do, but they're not going to have the chance to react just yet. It's a double force staff with the power to last one initiation. Remember, that's an Aegis, though. Now, can they protect them? Stone Gaze is ready for Medusa still. Juggernaut pops the Omni Slash and the Manta right away, spreading throughout. Lina's in trouble from it. Defeated Blade could be used. There's the Slark pounce, but Lina's going all the way back to the fountain. He TP's out, and Arc will survive. Meanwhile, the melee racks and the Tier 3 goes down. Beautiful coordination from Mineski with the distraction there, if anything. But now Nyx Assassin. All right, well, they're going to get one kill out of this at least. Will they get more? Clockwork, the Cogs. Ryur, nice attempt, but Witch Doctor will get caught too, so but minimal casualties considering what happened right there.
It was such a good call from Jug. He just chases down the lane, doesn't get the kill, but then Blade Fury TP's out knowing there's no lasso to cancel it.
She just would have been better off getting a spell lamp instead with how she's building specifically, but gets an attack range, so maybe eventually in the very late game that could come into play, but for now.
King top is being caught by Nyx.
Finds him, Sandstorm. Initially going to be used. There's a dust up though, but he's doing a good job of evading still. And meanwhile, elsewhere, Velo gets picked off on Bauer. That was the bottom lane. Looks like no Omni Slash even needed, just simply Juggernaut. Right-clicking him down and Diffusal Charge perhaps used.
Still trying to chase this Sand King.
Runs into Mushi.
Okay.
Yeah, cuts him off.
Sandstorm soon. Okay.
No way.
There's a blink.
Jeez.
You're right. And that's 3 dead, none with buyback. Lina?
Yeah, Lina just denied her. What happened?
Jug Omni Slash. I believe she was going to die to a Jug Omni Slash and just denied herself. I honestly have no idea.
That has to be it, because yeah, that's on cooldown.
It may have just been a complete suicide if he used Omni Slash to kill Bat, but yeah, that's very weird.
Freaking mayhem there from Mineski, and now they're going for Tier 3 top again, level 25. She does get the 2-second Stone Gaze stun right there.
Oh, Familiar's just instantly feed gold too.
Saw that. Now he does have another set of them, so double force staff onto Batrider. I don't know if he attempted to lasso there or was thinking about it, but actually Juggernaut is getting fitted. The Stone Gaze comes out. They do burst down Juggernaut, but will it matter in the long run? They lose the racks already. Down goes Visage. Slark is also trying to live in the midst of this. At the BKB up and the Shrine pop. They lose Lina, though. She's dead for 50, and she's staying dead. Double buyback Visage as well as the Batrider, and Mineski's going to be happy with what they got once again. Sure, they lose Juggernaut, similar to last time, but they actually get out.
Lina, a big part of it is the item build. I think Slark is just struggling because Slark as a hero is just a hero that's very hard to play against all this heavy control lineups. Medusa, as much as she's tanky and gives you stats, also doesn't necessarily work too well.
Oh, that was an Omni Slash used from Juggernaut right there. He was found first, it looked like. He's going to pop out pretty low on life. Epicenter going to be used on him, so they kill him pretty quickly. But he had the Aegis, and they used quite a bit. Stone Gaze is going to be activated as well. Mag dealing with the Slark over here. Sandstorm is on cooldown, he possibly can be. But Mag's able to tank up this damage, and down goes Slark. He's staying dead. That really should all but do it in favor of Mineski right here, as they're just going to push into the bottom lane and finish this one way or another against Geek Fam.
That is great. Another great team fight coming out from Mineski. They're just too hard to fight into when this Medusa has Stone Gaze. She's sitting on 2.6k HP with 2.2k mana, so it's something like 5,000 effective health.
That's
with
insane.
The mana shield at that point.
Epicenter not even off cooldown, won't be for another 55 seconds, so Sand King just almost as if he's setting up for that, but obviously not the case, and found anyways. Geek Fan perhaps just talking it over where things went wrong. But again, it's going to be a victory for Mineski, and I believe that's going to put them at 4-2, if I'm not mistaken there. And so this is another team. First place is out of the question, really, for the most part. But you know, moving on to phase 2, that they're setting up to be in a pretty good spot for that.
Yep. You've taken one of the more dangerous teams, another team that's like fighting for that 4th and 5th slot, middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Last fight here is they bring Mag into the fountain, but Mushi and Arc are just. I mean, Arc's like, oh, okay, we want to play Fountain Camp, I'll join in, but Mushi's all about the objectives.
Bonus points, man. Yeah, so they have a little bit of fun with it at the end, but even Buyback, man, they really are fighting to the end right here. Now, Mushi has another Stone Gaze, I guess. We'll probably be popping that soon. There we go. And he's like, let's just finish the Ancient here.
Most objective gamer in this game. He knows how to win Dota games.
Epicenter's almost killing himself with the Blade Nails up.
It's definitely the least flashy way imaginable to play a Medusa.
Oh, yeah.
But it works. Even now, he's still hitting the throne.
He just doesn't care that Slark. He's still going to get the kill on him, but fun stuff. Anyways, GG's are called, and Mineski obviously is victorious with the Ancient actually being killed. So, like we